All right, welcome back. Welcome back. All right, let's talk about this movie, the part two that came out, Love in Every Word. You guys did you guys see the movie Love in Every Word by Omon Yoboli? The one that went viral some few months ago. They've rushed, it's Nollywood and it's business, so they've rushed to go and do a part two. Go figure. All right. So anyway, Love in Every Word, ladies, just existing is enough. So I saw a comment around it. I had to laugh a little bit when I saw this one. A man tells this woman, baby, no, the woman tells, I need to contribute financially to this household. And the man said, just by existing, you already contributed. And somehow that one line started the whole gender war online. Right? You have one person screaming, this is dangerous, this is problematic, this is outdated. And some people were saying this is romantic. Somebody said, no, it's toxic. All because one billionaire character said his woman's existence was enough. But let's slow down and breathe a bit. Let's slow down and let's dissect this one. Because maybe it is, maybe it is not. I want to hear your opinion. Not every statement deserves outrage. Can we all agree to that one, right? Sometimes we have to look at context. This man, the one in the movie, right? Love in Every Word, part two. Obiora was a billionaire. His woman Chioma wasn't poor either. She was independent. However, before him, he met her as a woman with a business. He scaled the business. He wanted to provide for his woman. Now, whether you agree or not, that is a version of love that exists in our social construct, right? It doesn't have to be your version for it to make sense. But we're in a world where people say that it doesn't have to be a people choice, but in the same boat they tell you what to do. And let's be honest, some of you shouting problematic when it comes to stuff like this online are still praying for a man that will still take care of you and let you rest. But once it appears on screen, you call it oppression. This is confusion anyway. I get where Uzor, the guy who played the character, was coming from. The actor who played Odogu, right? Odogu Atalugo. Anyway, I get where he was coming from. You see, he defended the line actually online. I'm actually glad he did. And this is what he said. He said, why would you want your woman to contribute her small money when you're a billionaire? Right? All right. He called it intentionality. Now, I don't know about intentionality, but I understand his logic. There's something powerful about a man who takes full responsibility because he can. Like he just can, right? And not because he wants to control her. I told you today's theme seems to be control, right? But everybody interpret that, or they project and interpret everything as control these days. But that's where discernment comes in. In relationships, power isn't about who pays, it's about who nurtures peace. For some couple, the man providing everything works perfectly. From others, shared responsibility works for them. The danger only begins when either side, any one of the other sides, uses their role to suppress the other side, when they don't have a choice, when you take away their choice. What bothers me is how quick people are to label anything dangerous or outdated or problematic simply because it doesn't fit their personal worldviews. It literally contradicts what they're trying to say. So society evolves. That's the reality. It's evolving right in front of our eyes. But our roots, they exist. Our roots were created out of a place. Some of them are, yes, problematic. That's why you need discernment, right? And gender roles, they're not going to vanish. I'm sorry. They're not going to vanish. And they're just becoming even more flexible. And that's what we want. We want people to have choices. And that's okay. It means people can choose. Isn't that what we all want? What is wrong with people, right? What is wrong with people these days? So I know it's confusion. Sometimes a woman's presence, honestly, can be enough. Not just a woman. Sometimes the person's presence is all you need. I mean, have you ever met someone whose presence literally calms you? It changes the energy. Sometimes the energy is off. Just the fact that they're around. So even silence can be very loud sometimes. Even the fact that somebody is silent, you just want to be around them because they're not lousy, right? Some of you enjoy lousy people because you ginger, they're peeling you off the ceilings, and some of you can't stand this obnoxious, it's ras, you call it ras, that kind of stuff, So I don't know, I just think a lot of people are just very quick these days to call everything problematic. And I think that in itself is problematic, especially when it's confusing, because what you're asking is that people should have choices, but yet you're actively trying to take people's choices away in the form of a review on a movie or a commentary on a movie. The fact that someone's silence or their calm can actually create value for another person is not something you can put a price tag on. Okay. And you being able to comprehend that is emotional intelligence, because you're not just operating from just how you feel. You can interpret your projections, and when you're projecting, and you're able to say, oh, that's just my preference. I'd rather not, but I can respect other people having their choices. Okay. So before we drag every line as we're moving into the new era, okay, every line in the romantic movie and turn it to another feministic talking point, are we truly fighting for equality, or just fighting the idea that someone might love differently from us? Some certain type of people have a tendency to say there's no such thing as love language. They might even say things like my love language is money, without ever never doing the assessment. They just assume that their love language is money. Chinye, good to see you, Chinye. I didn't notice you were there. So tell me, do you think just existing can ever be enough in a relationship? Or do you believe love must always come with equal contribution, simultaneous, equal? You give and you take, 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 give and you take. Jazzy, no, wala too much. Problems everywhere. Problem. There are love languages. There are apology languages as well. There's obviously everybody is unique in their own ways, but there are principles that still has to be tailored to each individual stories, case by case by case by case by case. This is true in your love life. This is also true in the corporate world. There's nothing special about what I am saying. It's just that you just try to separate your love life from real life, and it's not going to work. Reality is reality. You are responsible. You will be accountable for exactly where you find yourself. Okay. Because guess what? In this time and age, one thing that we all have is options. That's one thing that we all do have. So let me see how much time I have. Okay, I've got a little bit of time. If you have anything to say, I'm going to drop it. If not, we'll round up. If no one has called in by the time we're rounding up, I will round up. As I said, I'm just here to drop the content. But if you have something to say, something to add on, I'm happy to entertain it for another 30 minutes. So in the comments, somebody said, anything Odogu says, clock it. Billionaire said, you don't want my contribution. Make I force him. Undefeated. Undefeated.
Oh, beauty.
Undefeated. Undefeatable. Someone says, as a man, there is the type of money you will have, you just can't help but spoil the woman you love silly, especially if she has goals and ambition. I'm supporting every goddamn business ideas she got to the fullness. I actually think as women do that to men too, more than we give them credit for. But again, on the internet, everybody want to have a weirdo, pragmatic talking point. But shout out to Marriott. Marriott, I see you. Do you know what it means to be a billionaire? Waiting she won't contribute financially. Because they want to run their mouth. For instance, now will Daddy Ned? I said Daddy Ned. Will Daddy Ned allow Regina to contribute to the household bills? No, he would just, from what I'm hearing, a lot of financial abuse is going on in that situation. But I don't know if I can call it all the way financial abuse if she's subscribing to it. So that story, that Regina Daniel story, is rolling out. We're still watching. Okay, We don't know what's going on with that. The movie is a reality of marrying a rich man who truly loves you. The key word is true love. Well, just because somebody spend money on you does not mean true love, by the way. Okay. Let's just put that out there before we continue. It's not fairy tale. A man that loves you, whether rich or poor, will make life easier for you. Agreed, 100%. Right? That can come in the form of acts of service. Hold on 1 second. That can come in the form of acts of service. Come a word of affirmation. Can comes a word of so some people is gift giving. For some people it's quality time, and there are other theories out there with regards to how love languages work, but everybody interprets love differently. Everybody also expresses love differently, but we've seen some patterns, and there's the 5 love languages. It can help you. It's not the end all be all. It's a starting point, and it's a seduction tool so that you can know how to actually serve your partner in a romantic way. I mean, all right, I'm going to let's see here. We're gonna end the session. Let's see. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. No, I'm not ending the session. I'll be right back. I'm not gonna end the session. But we're going to move on from this. But again, quick question. Before I end the segment, is just existing. The question is just existing. Is that ever enough in a relationship? If your answer is no, let me know. Let me know why you think that. If you think it's yes, let me know. If you found your answer in what I said earlier on, also let me know. All right. And I'll be right back. This is Ola, man of Prestige, your favorite relationship and marriage coach. If you enjoyed this, smash that like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs it. Be a part of the Prestige family. My wife Lola and I have written 2 powerful books, Get My Marriage Back and Number One Red Flag. Yours free at manofprestige.com. For personal coaching, send me a WhatsApp request for consultation to +1 732 305 8577. Stay tuned for more. Your journey to love and prestige starts here.